All right, you wanna pop over here?
Yeah.
All right, the floor is yours, sir. It's probably notifying people, but yeah, then you can just click through each one. Yeah. And now you probably just gotta wait for people to like pile in.
I guess Instagram probably has like the. All right, what's up, everyone? Rain check comment. Napalm, what's good? Hey, yo, love your work and your work ethic. Asian inspiration. Let me ask you this. All right, I'm about to be doing a bunch of content, and obviously the content is not for myself, it's for you guys. So, which type of content, what topics, questions do you have? Yeah, let me know. Got Waterboy22, KS Wavy. Let's do a Q&A. There we go, live stream, bam, bam. You taught me a lot about the music. Hey, let me teach you some more. What questions do you have?
Dude, that song with Bez was fucking sick.
I heard it.
I swear I just be so high in studio sessions, I just be forgetting
New
what
slogan,
I'm
what's cracking?
Huh?
How you doing, man?
Oh shit.
Are you working on some new music?
Fuck my bad, bro. I just put the studio on blast.
Say
Yeah,
about
dude,
the music
why gotta
game.
mix those
I
strings
dropped my
around?
first video. Okay. Did you shoot the video yourself or did you have somebody shoot it? How do I reach more people? It's really a numbers game, man. So an example, so one of the artists that I was doing coaching calls with, he got on average about like 500 views every time he made a video. So then it clicked in his head. He was like, bro, I can reach, say, let's say I get 500 views in a month if I posted one video. Well, if I posted 7, now I have, what is that, 3,500. And then if I post one every single day, 3,500 times, it's 14,000 views in a month. And then he realized, shit, if I post 3 times a day, I can triple that and I'm getting 42,000 views. So it's really, let's see. Audio sounds a little weird. Hello, check. Oh, it looks like it's only on one speaker. Hang on. Let's see. Sure mic. Mono. Check. That should fix it. Thank you, Dopest Dylan. Dylan. Let's see. Napalm, learned so much from you. Hard to come up with something you haven't hit yet. I'll do some thinking. That's a good problem to have. Somebody said slight echo with your voice.
That might just be an OBS. It might just happen.
Turn this mic off and leave the Shure on.
Yeah.
Check. Hey, this is our first time testing out this setup. So I have a lot of content that I have recorded but haven't posted because I keep wanting to take the time to edit it before uploading, but I'm always short on time working. How do you overcome that? This would be like time management skills. So no one knows your schedule better than you. So what I would recommend is, does the audio still sound weird? See filters. There ain't no filters on it. Sure, mic. Yeah, let me know if the audio is good. With the time management, with editing your videos, the brain likes to do things in bulk. So that's where you like batch film, batch edit, batch plan. So ideally what I do is like what my plan today was to come to the studio and do a content day. So like just do a bunch of filming, all the different videos that I would want to film in an entire month. And audio is much better now. Thank you. So yeah, do all the filming in one day, and then ideally try to do all of the editing in one day. Audio is clear now. Audio is clear. Yeah. So that was it. Sweet. Muted that. And then also I went to advanced settings and made the Shure mono because it was only in the left.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Instagram. You said your boy shot it and you edited it. Sweet. How did you learn how to edit? And what software did you use to edit? Got you. Thank you. All right. Sway boy, you ready to turn up Saturday? I'm not ready to turn up, but I will be there. Kabi Richmond, good morning. Greetings from Ghana. What time is it there, bro? It's 10:47 p.m. here. I don't know how to say Miss Jank Media and Marketing. Where are you located? Where are you from? What you got going on? OG Classic Jones, can we expect some videos from you with Chucky work clothes? The game plan is, yeah. You know, with stuff like that, I always just got to remind people that it's not a hobby. So this is a business and this is a profession. So I can't force people to hire me for my services, but I can always hope that they reach out. And so that's how that works. Oh yeah, 2:47 a.m. Okay, thank you. DJ Butcher, what's up, big dog? Pronounced Miss J Inc. Miss J Inc. Okay. ISIS had just left. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. So, while I'm waiting on some questions, I'll tell you what my game plan with this is. Today was just testing out the equipment, the software, trying to figure out how the hell can we live stream to Facebook and Instagram and YouTube all at once. And then I believe in reciprocity. So what reciprocity is where, you know, you do good things in a favor for somebody else, and then whether it comes back to you or not, it's just doing the right thing is always the right thing. So one of the things I wanted to start doing was like a Sunday service, kind of like you go to church. But for all the people that maybe financially it doesn't make sense for them right now, or it's out of their budget to work together, but they still want to get access, and they have questions. And then also it forces people to get more intentional with the questions that they do ask versus just like some broad questions on I don't know, like, how do I get $1 million? Trauma victim. Subcrack, what is the best way to monetize your music? And I apologize for not getting back to you. I'll contact you soon. Best way to monetize your music, obviously streaming. So when people listen to music, it's on streaming. You're going to get paid for that. So definitely have that there. But then if you're trying to make some extra money, I mean, really, it's all a funnel. So the bottom of the funnel is people listening to your music, and that's where you make money. And then the top of the funnel is you just got to get people in the funnel. So it just comes down to where do people spend their time at, and where people spend their time is on their phone. And then what are they spending their time on the phone on, which would be like Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. So it'd be like, okay, I need to reach people, and this is where people are. It's like in a perfect world, you could go and sit down and have a one-on-one conversation with every single person on earth. And then it's like, you'll never be alive long enough to be able to do that. So it's like, all right, the next best option is the easiest, smartest, most efficient option is to reach people on the internet. So like right now, I'm in one place at one time, but I'm broadcasting on multiple different social medias. And, there's a few people tuned in on one platform and a few people tuned in on another platform and another. And, you guys are in completely different places right now, and I'm able to reach you. So taking advantage of the opportunity that we have with being able to create content for free, post it on the internet for free, and then any video that you post could possibly change your fucking life. So knowing that should help encourage you and give you some ideas for creating more content. And then that's how you monetize not just your music, but anything. If you had a clothing brand, if you had a local business, it's like, okay, whatever the thing is that you do, that's at the bottom of the funnel, and you need to get people into the funnel. I'm in Atlanta. I do videography for pole dancers. That's a fucking niche. Miss J. Videography for pole dancers and other entertainment, including photography and BTS. Also help market them. Okay, nice. That's a niche. Let's see. How the fuck do I do this? My bad. It's Taco. He said advice on gaining followers. Let's see, maybe this is more in the center. Posting more content, posting better content, collaborating with other people on content, participating in trends in your content, trying out different styles of content, different types of content, but it all revolves around content. So cheat code would be find other people that you like their content and then get like stalker mode on for a little bit and then go to their feed and then pay attention to maybe their last 20 posts, last 10 posts, last 30 posts, and then start scrolling and be like, okay, when they do this, okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. It's like this many views, this many views, this many views, this many views. Ooh, this one was, noticeably a big one. It went viral for them. Okay, let me break it down. What did they do in the video? Okay, I'm going to redo that video in my own way, my own style, but I'm going to change this, and this about it. And then it makes it yours. So that would be a cheat code for trying to get good ideas for content. Good artist copy, great artist steal. Try that out. The Real Sincere. Can you play my music? No. We're doing this live thing for the first time, and I kind of don't really, I didn't set any of this up, Malik did. And so I can't even hear myself, and there's like a lag in the video. So I'd fuck something up if I tried to play music. HTH Mook. What you got to say to people who want success but care too much about what people think? For example, scared to freestyle a song via live stream with a label. Ooh. Shit, you got to overcome. In order to achieve anything, you got to sacrifice something. So one thing you would sacrifice is your comfort. Because the comfortable thing to do is just chill in your house, right? Like, naturally, this isn't comfortable to be live on the internet with random people from all over talking to them live, where it's not edited. You can't go back and undo shit. So naturally, you know, this isn't a comfortable thing, but I realize the importance of creating content, of putting yourself out there, of being vulnerable, and like, it's what's required. So I guess just telling myself that. So I would tell yourself that what is required. That's like, shit, man, I'm gonna have to do a lot of uncomfortable things. When I was a music artist, I used to have to get drunk to be able to perform on stage because I was that shy and that introverted. And, you know, so I would get drunk and then perform, and I would get drunk and perform. And I used to think to myself, bro, what does the finish line for this shit look like? At the end of the day, the finish line would be being a famous music artist, and I'm on tour and I'm doing like 3-4 shows a week. So if I'm doing 3-4 shows a week and I have to get drunk before I perform every single time, that would make me an alcoholic. So then I was like, all right, let me try to, you know, do one of these shows sober. And I did. And then around that time, I like decided being a music artist wasn't for me, and I like, you know, retired. But if I would have continued to pursue that, that would have been like a specific obstacle that I would have to overcome. So just knowing, like, instead of thinking, what's the worst that could happen, think, what's the best that could happen? So it's like, what's the best that could happen? You freestyle a song to a label and your life changes. That's what's the best that can happen. But if you start speaking like negative things into existence, then it's like, what's the worst that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is you choke and they laugh at you and they make fun of you, and then like it's the worst day of your life. That's the worst. But when you start actually thinking and processing those thoughts, now it's like you're bringing them into tuition, and you don't want to do that. So it's like, nah, what's the best that could happen? Best that can happen is that shit goes great. You feel amazing afterwards, and your fucking life changes. LF Boys 123. When did you buy your first studio? My first studio, I was 15, and it was just like a $10 computer mic and sound recorder on the computer. And then when I was 17, I bought, I had one friend buy a $300 interface, and then I bought the $100 microphone, and that was like the first setup. And then once I saved up some money, I paid the friend the $300 so I could own the interface. That was my first studio at 17. And then I had saved up $500, and I bought a set of studio monitors. They're like M Audio BX8 studio monitors. So I bought them, and yeah, my first setup was like $800, maybe $900 at most. Under $1,000, and I used that setup every day for years and years and years, for almost 10 years. So the boy always has a haircut. Hey, when the motherfucking camera's on, the hair is clean. If you would have seen me yesterday, okay, real story. I bumped into an artist that was a client of mine for some years, and this is prior to a haircut yesterday, and he seen me and he goes, you just come from the gym? And I go, no. And he was like, oh, hell yeah, you just grinding? And I said, yeah. And then my wife laughed afterwards, and she was like, basically he said, you look like shit, you must be coming from the gym or coming from somewhere crazy. And no, I understand. I respect it. So yeah, today was my content day. So I cut my hair, I filmed an ad, we filmed a couple other pieces of content. The plan was to do like this long YouTube video or two and do some more content. You know, hey man, you gotta have systems and processes to make your life more productive. Systems and processes. Think about it. Like, even with a creative thing, like writing a song, and you're like, you can't systemize that. It's like, bro, if you break down what you do when you write a song, you probably have some type of system. And it might be like, you write your best songs when you're alone. So it's like, okay, part of your system is alone time. It might be when you're high, or it might be when you're sober. So then you know, I'll either get high or stay sober. It might be at nighttime. So you're like, okay, I write my best music at nighttime, and when I'm alone, and when I'm sober. And so you start adding these things up, and eventually you have a formula, and then that's your formula. And so that's what I do with content, is try to create a system to make it easier. And then, yeah, the same thing goes, the first time I edited a music video, it took me like 43 hours. My second music video I edited, it took me like 20 something hours. My third one was like 17 hours. My fourth one was like 12 hours. My fifth one was down to like 7 hours. And then I was around that 3 to 7 hours to edit a music video for over 500 music videos now. But the first one took 40 something hours because it was my first time doing it. I had no systems, no processes. It was just like a guessing game. The second time was like, okay, I got a little bit more familiar. This is here, this is there. Okay, this is how I do it. Now when I do it, I already know my process. It's like step 1, drag all your files in. Step 2, make proxies of everything. Step 3, match all the performance clips up with the words or with the song. You know, step 4, add like a B-roll track. Step 5, like focus on the intro, get the intro down and good. Boom, that's what gets everyone's attention. All right, now the next step is just continue editing and get to the end of the video. Now it's done. And then I usually take a break or go eat or go leave, or it's at nighttime and it's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna come back the next day. And then I go through with a fresh set of eyes and I'm like, all right, let me hate on it. Let me pick it apart. What is everything I hate about it? And then I make it better. And then I fine tune all the color and add like overlays or things like that I want. And then I export it and then I send it to the client. Like, that's my process. I have it down as a system. And I would say the same thing with like content or, you know, I know that I want to look presentable so that boy gets a haircut, you know what I mean? And I save money, so I cut my own damn hair. A true sound. Crackalack, shout out to you, bro. Been following you for a minute now. I just wanted to reach out. Keep doing your thing, dude. Hey, man, I greatly appreciate you. Let's go to the YouTube. Let's see. Damn, okay. Here we go. How many artists that get videos done by you come with a script in hand? Maybe do some content relating to video scripting and ideas people could use. I see a lot of the same type videos over now. Don't get compy. I'll do that when I'm dead. Artists with a script. I guess it just depends on the artist, you know. I've done videos where some artists are like, I just want you to shoot the video. And I'm like, when you listen to the song, when you write the song, like, do you see anything? And they're like, no, I trust you, like, whatever you want to do. So I have some artists like that. But then I have other artists that are like, I got the whole video in my head, I just need you to shoot it. And it's like, okay, like, give me the vision. I need the vision in my head so I can shoot it. And they'll be like, okay, you know, when it starts, it's this, and then it shows this, and then right when the verse comes in, it shows me on the corner, and then at this line, it shows this. And so certain people have a lot of ideas. Certain, like the cream of the crop that I've seen was an artist, like, he actually made a fan-made video. So he went and downloaded a bunch of B-roll. Shout out to Ed. But yeah, like, he had his song, and he knew at this part I want to show, like, homeless people doing X, Y, and Z. So he looked up homeless people and like put it in a video. And then he didn't have footage of him performing the song or nothing. So he just looked up like artists singing. And then he would put that there to show like, this is where it'll show me. And then he had an idea for like a rooftop scene in a parking and looking up to the sky. And so he found a video of somebody looking up to the sky. So like he made a video and was like, I just need you to remake it, but obviously with footage that you shoot and with me. And I was like, damn. And to be honest, that was the hardest video that I had to do. And like it made me question retiring and everything. This was like last year. Because I just had no creative freedom, and I'm so used to going into something and I have ideas and I have feelings, and it's like I just start shooting some shit, and then it's like, oh, let's go do this. Ooh, you know, like the ADHD kicks in, and I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And I have fun doing it, and this is the part of the process that I enjoy. And I feel like if somebody scripts out everything to a T, and it's like, I just need this, it's like I don't have the creative freedom, and then now I feel like any ideas I have is going to fuck up the vision that they have. And it's like, oh, this isn't part of the script, I can't shoot this. And I hate that. So now that I know that from doing that, if somebody came to me and they were like, I have an entire thing written out, I just need you to shoot it. It's like, oh, okay. You can hire me as a cinematographer for a day and just, you know, tell me what to film, and I'll just film it and give you the footage. And say, oh, you want somebody else to edit too? Like, you know, let's pay somebody else to edit it. But like, I don't want to do that. So hopefully that helps. Are you posting this live on your page afterwards? I got to go. Don't want to miss the rest. I guess it just depends on what happens from here. Because if ain't shit happens from here, then this is going to probably, you know, go in the trash can. And if it, goes well, then, you know, I'll probably leave it up there. But this was really just a test, and I do want to make like a thumbnail template and stick to a schedule where, for the people that just tuned in, you know, church you have service, and I want to give back to anyone that would like to work with me but they can't. It's like this would be the thing that I do every single week, where I give back and I just pour back into the community. And it's just like Q&A straight up. Like, you see, I'm not super big to where there's like tens of thousands of comments or nothing. It's like I can literally read every single comment as of right now and get back to everyone. So yeah. Okay, Blunt Chamberlain, that's a cool name. A lot of artists be wanting treatment videos, but I want to pay run and gun prices. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of the run and gun style, so there's more freedom of like, yo, what's fun to me is just creating. It's like, bro, let's go create. Let's get ideas. Like, let's have a general idea of like, okay, yeah, man, performance heavy, and we need like 2 locations, and you need like 2 outfits, or we need 3 locations, 2 outfits, and performance heavy, and we're gonna shoot around like 5 or 6 o'clock, and then we're gonna be done by like 8, 9 o'clock. Like, that's fun. There's a lot of freedom there. But it's just way more stressful. In my experience with like 500 videos that I've done, the most stressful ones are the ones that are like super planned out, where we have a treatment and we have all these extras and actors, and it's like, yo, the uncle's on the grill, and the uncle has a costume and he looks goofy, but he's trying to flirt with all like the strippers and the cheerleaders and stuff, and it's like the uncle didn't show up, and it's like, okay, that was a big part of the script. And then it's like, okay, it's gonna be a 5-on-5 basketball game, and then only 3 people showed up, and it's like, what the fuck, we needed 10 people. Like, scratch that idea. And this is like real shit that's happened. There's gonna be a referee, and like the dude showed up, but the person forgot the referee jersey, so in the whistle, and it's like, I had a vision in my head, this shit ain't going well, like, fuck it, let's turn it to a running gun, you know. Let me see. I wrote songs and create some tracks and sing but nothing is working. It seems like you need, bro, man, you gotta rewrite that, boy. That shit is stressed me out just trying to read it. Connections, hire people to get noticed. I'm from Philippines, by the way. That must be it. Real B. Guzman. What's up, dog? Let me turn this brightness down one. Okay. Apollo, what would we have to do to get you to do a man bun? Just ask me. Like one like and I'll get a man bun. Been wanting to do it anyways. So this just gets one like. It'll do that. You cut your own hair? That shit ain't easy. I cut mine yesterday, bro. It's very hard. It's it's definitely not easy. I've shaved my head because I do a bald fade, and then like when you can't fade this with this, then it's like shit. To make the fade easier, like less of a transition, you bring this shorter, so you make it closer to bald, and so now you take it down to like a 2 guard or a 3 guard or something like that. And then if it's still hard to fade, then you bring the top even lower. Now it's down to like a 1 guard. And then I've had times where I'm like, bro, I still have a fucking line. I can't do it. So then I just take no guard and do the whole head. And then it's like, well, shit, this is all skin bald. I might as well skin do the top. And I take a razor and I just shave my whole head. So I've done that at least 4 to 5 times in my life from fucking up a haircut. 3 times from fucking up a haircut myself. 1 time from actually going to a barbershop, and it was the dude that had nobody in his chair and was like, oh, I can get you in right now. And I went to him, and then, yeah, my hairline was so bad that I had to just shave my whole head to make it, like, not see the crazy hairline. Here we go. My first video edit, I was on a PC for 2 days, didn't want to get off. That's how I knew it was my passion. I keep wanting to learn. Yeah, man. Me too. I love the running guns. Tech for your needs. How do you work through days you didn't want to film but got paid for? I mean, shit. I'm a very transparent person, and so like there was a time my wife was doing my behind the scenes for like 3 years, and she could tell you like there's been certain videos where, you know, I said, all right, yeah, you go over there. I'm gonna get my camera and shit, blah blah blah, and I'm like bending down, getting my camera out my bag, and I said, we're like, I want to go home. And she'll be like, what the fuck? We're about to start filming. It's like, I just want to go home right now. So, I mean, it's part of being human. You're not going to feel like it sometimes, but you know you have to get the job done. But one thing that I've learned is the best way to create the emotions up here is to go through the motions. It's like you go through the physical motions to create the mental emotions. And that's true. That's similar to like, you don't want to go to the gym, but it's like, when was there a time that you went to the gym when you didn't want to, but you still went, and then you regretted it afterwards? When? Not never. You're always going to be like, I'm glad I went. And so I asked my wife and my daughter whenever, my daughter goes to the gym at least 1 day a week. My wife goes a few days now. And I always ask them afterwards, how do you feel? I feel good. You know, it's like, okay. Do you regret going to the gym? No. Say, okay, cool confirmation. But part of it is like, I've had days where I like go to the gym and I'm in the parking lot and I just sit in my car and I'm like, bro, I don't even want to go in this bitch. And I'll just sit in the car. And I've had days where I sat in the car for 20, 30 minutes and then went home. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to go. I don't feel like going right now at all. I'm not going. And I like go home, right? Like a bitch. But there's been hundreds of days, if not thousands of days where I didn't want to go, but I just was like, go inside. And I went inside and was like, all right, start going through the motions. All right, I'm walking on the treadmill for 5 minutes. All right, let me pick an exercise that I'm going to do. I start doing my first exercise. I start doing my second exercise. Now I'm there. Now I'm doing it. And so now it's like, okay, I'm already here. I'm already doing it. I might as well finish the whole workout. And I finished the whole workout and it's good. So I'd say the same thing with the video side of things. There's been a lot of videos where maybe I listen to the song and I don't have clear ideas, or, you know, it's like, shit, when I listen to this, I don't have a whole lot of ideas. Let me just start filming, you know, and it's part of my process is like, I got to get the gears churning. I got to get warmed up. And so I start filming. Now it's like, okay, I'm in filming mode. All right, yo, go over here. Let's do this. Oh, give me a 50 millimeter. I want to get a close up of this. And so I start going. But, it starts off with maybe little inspiration, little desire, and I'll start going and then I'll finish it. So hopefully that helps. It's basically like understand that just because you feel like this right now doesn't mean that you're going to feel like this the entire shoot. And so you just got to get started. Okay. Lisa. Very little. What's goody, bro? Yes, systems start taking off. Clockwork is a great book about systems. Okay. Did not know that. Wine and Solo. One thing you talk about a lot is making the content in the beginning. Did you get a lot of views? Do views matter? How did you push past the stage of less views or low engagement? Bro, we're all dealing with that right now. So I could post a video like this live right here. I have hundreds of thousands of followers. There's not 100,000 people watching this. There's not even tens of thousands of people watching this. It's like how the platforms work. But it's because the human side of things. So if you want to guarantee that you get crazy reach, crazy views, anytime and every time you do something, then do the same thing and be a one-trick pony and do that over and over and over and over again. And that's why, like, there's certain meme pages that'll be, like, I've seen ones where they specifically say at the top of the video, like, imagine if there was a page dedicated to, I don't know, like, movie bloopers. And every post on the entire page is movie bloopers, movie bloopers, movie bloopers, movie bloopers. And the page has crazy amounts of followers, crazy amount of views, because there's a very clear promise to the viewer. If you follow this page, and that means that you're interested in movie bloopers, and the only thing we're going to give you is movie bloopers. But if that was a person, well, people, we have multiple interests, It's like, I like self-improvement, I like reading, I like mindset, inspiration, motivation, wisdom, things like that. But I'm also a very creative person. I love creating. So creating could be content, podcasts, teaching, educational, vlogging, filming, cameras, microphones, setups, studios. That's a thing. And then it's like family and legacy, and then making money and how I make money, and coaching and strategies and business and branding, and like all of these different things interest me. And so if I had a funnel, at the bottom of my funnel is the person that's like the perfect person in my audience that's like, Crack-A-Lack is the coolest fucking person on earth. And who would think I'm the coolest person on earth would be the person that has all these things in common with me. And they're like, oh, I love self-improvement, I love creating content, I love the music industry and this, and they're the perfect fan, but they're going to be the rarest and the hardest to find for me. And so they're at the very bottom of my audience, and they're the most hot. And then as you go up, this is like the colder you get. So at the very top outside of your funnel is people that have no idea who you are. They have no idea that you even exist. And then once they get to in your funnel, it's like they've watched a video of yours, they've heard of you, but they maybe don't even know what you look like. And then and they're very cold. And then as they come down your funnel, in the middle there, it's people that, it's not cold, but it's a little bit warmer. And now this is like the occasional viewer, so that they may, out of all those things that I said I'm interested in, they're interested in like one of those things or two of those things or three of those things. And then as you go more and more down the funnel, it's like, okay, people are interested in like 5 of the same things as me. And again, at the very bottom is the people that are interested in everything about you. They just love anything and everything that you do. And those are your super fans. And so the goal is to build your tribe of super fans, and understand that every time you make a piece of content, one piece of content could be for your super fans, and they're going to love everything that you do. But then the next post could be for, somebody, and they have no idea who you are, so you understand this is going to get less views and less reach. But zoom out, when in doubt, zoom out, and understand that every post and piece of content that you make is an at-bat, and the more at-bats you have, the higher the likelihood of you hitting a home run. And I'm big on like the base hit strategy, where some people, when they try to run everything that they post through the filter of virality, then they're only trying to hit home runs. But the problem when you have that mindset is anytime you have an idea, you're like, ooh, I have an idea. This is cool. I should film it. But then you're like, wait, is this going to go viral? Is this going to be a home run? And then you're like, oh. And so you start like getting rid of all these good ideas because they're not home runs. And then you fall in love with the outcome of how the videos do, which you have no control of. So then you're super hyper focused on, yo, I posted this video and it didn't go viral, now you're disappointed. But if you change the frame and you're like, no, I'm focused on I'm happy as long as I'm posting, as long as I'm showing up, and as long as I feel something from the video, then you're not tied to, you know, the performance of the video and if the video gets views or not. And you understand my job on this platform or on all these platforms is I just want to remind people that I'm here. And then I also, and this is what when you have like your content buckets and your content pillars and content pillars are based on you. If I said, all right, if God forbid something happened to you, we're at your funeral right now and people are talking about you and they're remembering you and they're talking about, man, he was blank. Like, what are things that you want them to say about you? Some people are like, man, I want people to say I was funny. I want people to say I was caring. I want people to say that I was a great salesman. I want people to say I made great music. I want people to say that I was a creative person. I want people to say that I was full of education. Based on whatever those things that you say you want to be remembered for, that's your content buckets, that's your content strategy. And so then you take the number of times that you want to post in a week. So this is similar to like prescribing somebody a workout routine. If I was prescribing you a workout routine, I'd be like, all right, first and foremost, how many days do you want to work out? And some people might be like 2. And I'm like, all right, if you want to work out 2 days a week, we're going to do an upper body day, a lower body day. Next person might be like, I want to work out 4 days a week. It's like, cool, let's do an upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. Next person's like, I want to work out 6-7 days a week. It's like, all right, we're going to do a push day, chest, shoulders, triceps. We're going to do a back day, back and biceps. We're going to do a leg day. Then we're going to take a day off. And you know what I mean? Like the strategy is different and dependent on the number of like the quantity in which that you want to do, how active you want to be for the week. And the same thing applies with your content strategy. So if somebody wants to post once a week, that's different than if somebody wants to post 7 times a week. Does that make sense? So for example, if I was giving advice to somebody that wanted to post 7 times a week, I'd be like, all right, cool. I know the cadence and the output is going to be seven posts in a week. Now, what are other things that you want to be known for? And then, you know, somebody might say, I want to be known for my music. It's cool. What else? I want to be known for like my personality, man. I'm a character. It's like, all right, cool. We got your personality side. What else? It's like, my family. I want people to know that I'm a dad or I'm married or X, Y, and Z. It's like, all right, cool. What else? They may say something else, like motivation or inspiration. Like, I love motivational shit. It's like, okay, cool. Those are your 4 things that you want to be known for? Yeah. It's like, all right. Also, how do you make money? Because we want to also promote the things that you do to make money. Then the person may be like, I got a clothing brand. It's like, cool. So now we're at 5 things, I think, or 6. And then I also sell, what's something like, I sell fucking phones. It's like, all right, you sell phones. We got all these things. All right, so now I have all the pieces, and I know that the number of how many times we want to post. So now I can basically prescribe you a content strategy and a system that you can follow based on that. Then it makes your filming days even easier because I know if you want to film once a month and I have seven buckets for you, basically if one of those buckets was motivation, I'd be like, all right, when we film tomorrow, we're going to film an entire month of content in one sitting. One of your buckets is motivation, inspiration. There's 4 weeks in a month. We're going to do an entire month in one day. All we need is 4 motivation, inspirational videos. And now we have one of those things we can cross off. All right, you said another one of those was music. Cool. And music was just going to be like, do you want to post music once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week? Then maybe like twice a week. All right, cool. We got music, 2 posts a week, 4 weeks in a month, so that's 8. So we're doing a month of your content. We need 8 music posts. Do you want to promote 1 song? Do you want to promote 2 songs, 3 songs? Where are you at? I got a brand new song coming out. So I'm like, cool. That'll be one of the posts. What else? And then maybe like 2 of my previous songs. So I'm like, all right, 8 music posts, and we got 3 songs. One of them is a new one. let's give more love to the new one. So let's do 4 of those 8 for the new song. Now we have 4 left, and you mentioned 2 previous songs. Let's do 2 pieces of content for one, 2 pieces for the other. That makes sense. Okay, copy. You know, so it's like, that's how I do a content strategy and breaking down people's shit. If this is shit that you're interested in, this is what I do on the one-on-one calls. When you guys see me post like, hey man, this many slots left on one-on-one calls, this is how the one-on-one calls work. So it's like, what is your goal? What is the problem that we're trying to solve? All right, now let's break down how the hell you can solve that. Now you're gonna need some consistency and some accountability. So this is where you lock into, all right, based on your budget, can we do this once a month at least? That's the bare minimum. In a perfect world, we can do this every single week. So same day, same time, every single week, I'll be right here. You know, so that's the follow-up. I prefer bi-weekly, so it'll be like 2 calls a month, because I also have a mentor, and I found that in the beginning I was doing weekly calls, and that was cool for about 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and then I felt like I didn't have enough progress to share week to week, and I was like, damn, okay, I'm almost doing, like, weekly is almost too much for me. So I feel like monthly's almost not enough, because there's so much shit that happens in that month. And so, like, you could do the call with me tomorrow, and then you could fall off for maybe stay on your shit for a week and then fall off for 3 weeks. And now you know, that 3 weeks of falling off, like, we don't talk for another month. So that's why I feel like 2 calls a month is ideal. And I only talk to 4 to 5 people on Monday and 4 to 5 people on Tuesday. And I do the calls from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's my, like, window of doing calls. I think I'm going to shorten the calls to like 45 minutes. But yeah, so this is how I do those calls. And if you guys are interested at any given time, just fucking inbox me coaching, and I'll send you a link to do it. And don't have a flawed mindset on, okay, so do you remember in like elementary school, if you heard that a kid was going to therapy, it's almost like, you're going to therapy, ha, you need therapy. And then as you mature and you get old, you realize like everyone could benefit from having somebody to talk to as a therapist. You can learn more about who you are, and the more that you know yourself, the more that you can grow and move past things. And so now, as you mature, if you've seen somebody like being like the high school Doyle rules, making fun of somebody for going to therapy, you realize that, oh, they're an idiot. And so it's the same idiot would be somebody that like makes fun of somebody for getting coaching, right? Like the GOATs all had coaches. Michael Jordan had a coach. LeBron James had a coach. Mike Tyson had a coach. And you think you're too good to have a coach. We could all use a coach, right? Your coach has a coach. I have a coach. In a perfect world, you have coaches for different areas. It's like, okay, what's important to you? My marriage. Okay, you should find a marriage coach, somebody that you talk to and you focus just on your marriage. All right, cool. What else? My business. It's like, okay, you should find a business coach, somebody that can coach you on your business and keep you on track and keep you accountable, and you know that you can ask questions for, because you're gonna have a million fucking questions about business in your business, and you find someone that's further along in business than you, and you pay them for coaching. And then another thing could be like your fitness. You're like, I don't know shit about working out, but this dude clearly does. Can I pay you to be my fitness coach? And then he gives you options like, okay, perfect world, I work out with you every single day, and that's really expensive. And you're like, I can't afford that. It's like, shit, what's your budget? My budget's this. All right, with that budget, how about you check in with me via email every single week, and then we do this, and this. And it's like, cool. Now you know, like, this is an area that I care about. This is an area that I'm trying to improve in, and I got a coach. You know, so like everyone could benefit from being a coach. Side note, one day I want to get, when I have my first like $100,000 coaching year, I want to get a fucking whistle. So it can be Coach Crack. All right. Let's go. Trauma asks, quality or quantity? I prefer quantity, because if you chase quality, then the perfectionism and the perfectionist in you is going to start overthinking and overcomplicating anything and everything you do. Is like, is this good enough? Is this not good enough? And it's like, in order to achieve quality, you do that through quantity. So it's a numbers game. It's the first like, how did my videos go from being awful, the first one I ever did, to like being how they are, the most recent one I did 500 of them, you know? So think about anything that you've done. If you make beats and you've made 1,000 beats, like compare your first one to your 1,000th one. And at the time when you did make your first one, your skill level was capped out, and that was the best quality that you were capable of producing because you just didn't have the skills. So how the fuck did your skills go from here to here? Quantity. Same thing with content. Bro, I've posted almost like 6,000 times on Instagram. Same thing with YouTube. I have like almost 800 videos on my YouTube channel. I've made a lot of videos, so I've gotten better at making the videos. And if I told you you're 50 videos away from reaching good, and if you're like, all right, I'm going to post one a week, it's like, all right, cool, you'll be good in 50 weeks. But if I said, what if you posted once a day? Now in 50 days, you're good. So it's like we just cut that timeline of you going from where you are now to good. We reached 50 in 50 days. And it's like, shit, you want to move even faster? Let's do 2 posts a day for 25 days. Now we're at 50 in 25 days. So now you're good in a month. So math is a motherfucker. I like numbers. Let's go. Let's go. Hoot fam something. Yep, or animals, bro, breaking it down, pay attention. Hey, thank you. Wait, you cut your own hair? Yeah, bro. Yes. It started with, barbershops are like Tuesday through Saturday. And then I was going out of town. I had a flight on like a Monday and I wanted a haircut Sunday and barbershops are closed. And then it was like, damn. And then side note, when I was in hike school, I used to cut some of my friends' hair. And my original plan was I was going to go to barber college to be a barber. And then I was into working out. And so I was going to get certified to be a personal trainer. So I was going to be like a jacked barber. And I was going to train people on the side and make some money. And I was also going to cut and shop and like make money. And that was my original plan. And then graduated high school and was like, you know what? A lot of people are taking a semester off and just like enjoying life as an 18-year-old. And I was just in the studio every single day. And every day I had a whiteboard and I would write, make a beat, write a song, record a song, mix a song. And then I would like change the colors on the whiteboard. And I did this every single day, all summer. And then when it was time to like enroll in college, my parents forced me to. And I was on my way to class the very first night, and I got like so overwhelmed with anxiety. I was in line to get into the parking ramp, and it was just like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And I like left, and I told my mom, I think the next day, she was like, how was class? I was like, didn't go. She's like, what do you mean you didn't go? Something. You have to go to get insurance and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I'm going to have to figure something else out then because I ain't fucking going. And I never went back, and I don't recommend it unless you want to be a teacher, a police officer, a lawyer, something like that requires the piece of paper. But if you're pursuing a skill that requires talent and skill, then just learn from somebody doing it or get your hands dirty and like self-educate. If I was 18 and I decided I wanted to pursue music, I'd find some source of learning. So I'd go to the internet and I would search how to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do, how to film videos, how to make beats, how to play the piano, how to write rap songs, how to, whatever I want to do, how to start a clothing line. And then I'm going to find somebody on the internet that's a thought leader that has some sort of success that puts out content and I can see proof like, oh, this person is further along in the journey than me. And then what I'm going to do is look more into it and see if he offers any type of way that I can get access to him. It's like maybe he offers coaching calls, maybe he offers a course that he made where he packaged everything. Because trust me, coming from somebody that has made a course, when I had to sit down, so basically I have 20 years of video editing experience. And when I forced myself to be like, okay, if I were to teach somebody how to do this shit from scratch, it like forced me to organize everything I know and like compact it into like a step-by-step process. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to teach them about the different softwares. I'm going to have to teach them about, based on all these different softwares, they all do the same shit. They allow you to import footage and they allow you to have a timeline where you can chop it up and then they allow you to export it as one final video. So it doesn't matter which software you choose, they all allow you to do technically the same thing. There's different ones that have more features based on what you want to do or based on the style that you want to pursue. But at the end of the day, they're all going to let you trim clips, place clips, change the color, change the look of them, the feel. Yeah, went off track for a second. This is cool. I'm gonna keep doing this shit every week. I believe you, Brody. I agree to treatments. Okay, let's see the same thing. Napalm, crack for president. Man, let's get a t-shirt made. Let's do it. Everyone is dealing with it. Let's see. Thanks for the guidance. Have a lovely night. Absolutely, you too. Shadow, thank you for your audio engineer knowledge. You said turn your gain input down. Check. Hopefully that's better. Let me know if that's better. Your opinion on how AI is going to affect engineers and producers? I mean, producers. I would say the people that are going to stay on top are the ones that evolve. I've always said, if you don't evolve, you dissolve. And so basically evolving is just staying up with the trends. Like, picture the dude, like if you ran into a dude tomorrow and he was wearing like huge dicky outfits, multiple do-rags, and his hat was crazy, like he's stuck in the 90s or the early 2000s. And it's like, bro, you're very out of touch. You're not in tune with like today. And like he did not evolve. So with evolving, it would be like social media. Like today to meet somebody and they're like, oh, I'm not good with that internet shit. That was understandable like the first 5 years when the internet came out, maybe even the first 10 years. But now that the internet's been out for 20, 30, however many years, 40 years, it's like, bro, if you have not gotten familiar with the internet, like you're very, very, very out of touch and you're far behind and you're hurting yourself every single day from not leveling up your internet skills. So understanding that AI is here to stay. I use AI, like the ChatGPT things, to help with a lot of my like writing stuff or even ideas or like advice and guidance. So my favorite thing is I go to ChatGPT on my phone, and what I do is instead of typing out this long, help me do blah, 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 hell no, I'm not going to take the time to do that. So I press the microphone button and I go for a walk. And what I do is I pretend that I paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to speak to an expert. Because if you think about it, ChatGPT is an expert because it gathers its information from the internet. Like the internet, all of the information on the internet, that's where it gathers its information. Like imagine how long it would take you to scroll through the entire internet and find information. It's like, or you can ask ChatGPT to do it for you. That's like smart. That's how you get leverage on your time. So I press the microphone button and then again, I just talk and I give it all the context. So like dumb people ask dumb questions as in give me ideas to make content. Like that's a very dumb question. A smart question, and smart people ask the best questions because a smarter question would be, I'm 36 years old. I've been in the music industry for 21 years. At one point I was a music artist. From being a music artist, I taught myself how to make beats. Then I got into engineering. I put out 16 albums. I started a CD duplication company. I own a studio in Lansing, Michigan. A lot of people come to me for advice that are specifically like creatives, creators. They're trying to monetize their career. They're trying to find ways to make more money. I'm very big on like motivation, inspiration, mindset. I post a lot of content like that. I want people to come to me for value, insight, guidance, strategy, growing their business, things like that. The most viewed content that I've made is me teaching tutorials, breaking things down, things from like shooting music videos, promoting your music. Based on all of the information above, please give me, and then now you ask the question, please give me 30 days of content ideas. Then it gives you a thing. Then what you do is you see it, and then you hit the voice message again, and you go for a walk. And I'll send it a 5 to 10 minute video, and I just talk to it like a person again. I like that, but also include, I want to talk about my family at least once a week. I'm married. I have a 12-year-old daughter. Include that in there. Also, I like to do vlogs and document kind of my life, where I bring people in and I show, I talk more about my dreams and what I'm doing. I want to be building in public. I think that's like personal brand content strategy, is just building in public. Document you doing whatever it is that you do. And I want to include that more too. So based on that, can you also include that in the content strategy? And then boom, now it gives you another answer, Like that's how you use ChatGPT. You got to be smart enough to ask smart enough questions to get the right answers out of it. It's fully capable. Same thing with like Facebook ads. When people hear, I make all these millions of dollars doing Facebook ads. When you hear somebody say that, and then you have somebody try to do Facebook ads, or they like click boost a post and they're like, nope, Facebook ads don't work. It's like, no, it does work, because people change their life and they're getting rich using them every single day. It was just you failed to learn how to use the tool properly. So, and if I was that person, it'd be like, okay, what is the thing I'm trying to do? Run Facebook ads. Okay, go to Google and search how to run Facebook ads. All right, now start consuming some content for 10 minutes to an hour. Now you consume some content based on the different people you consumed who seem to know their shit the most. This person, okay, does this person have something where you can go deeper? Did he write a book about it? Does he have a podcast where he speaks about it? Does he have a course where he teaches you how to do it? Does he offer like coaching calls where you can get access to him? And then that's my guy. And anytime I'm trying to do Facebook ads, like that's my guy that I go to. And that's how I do anything and everything. It's like I find the person. Once I find the person, it's like, sweet. Now I can kind of get rid of all these other distractions and options. That's the person right there. I fuck with him. Let's go. Let's see some shit. Great beats, bro. Thank you. TJ. Here we go. Here we go. How do I see the Who the Hell is live right now? That'd be cool to see. Yeah, sweet. What is it? 11:42. Well, it's almost midnight. I got to finish getting my 10,000 steps in. I got to do that every single day. So I'm about to attempt to end the live, and I appreciate everyone tuning in. And like I said, this is something that I want to do, like a weekly thing. We can call it the Ask Crack. Like a butt. A butt is an ass crack, and then I like Ask Crack. Welcome to the Ask Crack show. If that's not cool, then let me know other comment suggestions. Malik, I'm about to try to end this.